I don't think I need to remind you a lot what happened last session. If you do, then be my guest and do a recap. Pug, you do it actually. You remember, right? I'll take that as a yes.
AFK.
No, he's just mic muted, clearly. That's his favorite thing to do, just be mic muted. I think Ethan can agree with me on that one.
He does sometimes have his mic muted.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me chew?
Nah, you're good.
Wait.
Just eat your salad. Yum.
What kind of
Types-
salad is that?
Yeah, I was on
Okay, I'm
that.
back.
Mediterranean crunch.
Wow.
See, I told you he was AFK.
No, he was here the entire time.
He was just
No,
ignoring
I
me.
literally was gone.
No, he has his headset on. I know this guy. He has a wireless headset.
Yeah, I know, but I broke the mic, so I bought a different one that's like just sitting on my desk. You know, like you.
What? What does that even mean?
Isn't your microphone like not? You're not using your earbuds microphone.
My earbuds don't have a microphone. I have
Exactly.
an actual microphone, yes.
Yeah. Well, okay, mine doesn't have like the arm like that, but it just sits on my desk.
Right.
It has like a little stand. Yeah.
Bro's drinking wine? Okay. Let's go.
I'm fancy like that, dude.
Oh, I bet.
Am I out of screen right now?
Pug,
Goodbye.
do the recap.
Dude, I can't.
What do you mean you can?
We just explored a bunch of forest.
Yeah, we just kind of fucked around. We killed a dragon. That was
That was about it. I don't know.
And then, here, collect the recap. And then, there was,
3 for 3.
a wizard-looking fellow.
Oh yeah, I totally
way.
forgot about the Morin part.
No, that was messed up
I remember the wizard.
by allegedly the black dragon. Allegedly.
Mhm.
But,
It was
you
a
know,
green
based-
dragon.
Wasn't it black? The green, wasn't the...
It was. Well, actually, I don't think you ever saw.
You said we
no,
saw
we
a
saw
green
it.
dragon.
It was flying.
It was in the distance,
Yeah,
but
you
I'll
said
say
it was
I'll say it was
flying in the
green.
distance.
It was green.
She was
Okay.
poison, I remember asking.
Okay. Yeah, but I thought that was a different dragon. There's a
Yes,
dragon in the
there-
swamp, though.
yep.
It's a black dragon, right?
Yep. that's correct.
That's the acid
Yeah.
dragon. Black dragons live in swamps, that I know because of the book. Or that
Yeah.
dragon book we had, Ethan?
Yeah, it was in the library.
Yeah. That it was.
I think that was the wizard. Like, that had to be Wizard of the
That
Coast
had to be,
affiliated.
yeah. They or they just based it off that. I don't know, because it's literally the same colors and powers and domains.
And appearance.
Uh-huh.
So I'm, fairly sure.
You sure?
Yeah, no way they let that shit slide. Otherwise, I know Wizard of the Coast.
Right.
They'd be
That's
on
cease
their
and desist.
asses.
Okay. Well,
So we're just back in Fall Crest right now.
yeah, back in Fallcrest, you came back at about midnight. Talked to Kildorthan, who was still up and about at that time. Commissioned for some dragon stuff from the things that you covered back in the treasure. But I do believe you guys basically just returned back to the manor and took a rest for the night. So you guys can rest your characters. Dunlas, I do believe you went to go talk to the mayor as well.
Yeah.
And he said he would talk to you in the coming days and potentially your party as well.
I also went to the tower.
Yes, you also did went to the tower and met, I believe it was a half-elf. There, so... But yeah, he delivered the body of the wizard. Or the old man, sorry. And, yeah. I will rest your characters if you haven't. I'll do it for the other two.
So you can also do daily preparations. I don't know if that does anything for your... Like, if it lets you swap out whatever.
Yeah,
but-
I'm not sure. How's Thumper? He's at max too. Does he need to sleep?
No, he does not.
No, he's good.
He's
Oh,
immune to
God.
unconscious, so he's always up and about technically.
Oh, very cool. He's always watching. Always watching.
I don't know
I
if
can't
it.
sleep near you.
I don't know if Thumper
Yeah, I
technically
sleep
has a
with-
mind of its
I
own
sleep with
though,
a
so I
rat,
don't know.
yeah.
We'll see.
Just tell Dorthon.
Iron Cap, the dwarf.
I just realized you put you put some of your items onto Thumper, so I'll drag that back to your inventory real quick.
Alright. Did I accidentally do that?
Yeah, you might have
Oh.
done that accidentally.
Well, if he's encumbered with them, maybe he.
Oh, I guess
Yeah, well,
doesn't he have a bag of holding? I thought he did. Yeah, he has a bag of holding.
You need to put it in there. You need to put stuff in.
It's probably no big deal. I'll just put that in there for you, because why not? And there you go, you're not encumbered anymore, I think.
Nice. I think I'm gonna go. Well, it's nighttime. Can I work on any of my formulas?
No, you'll have to do that the next day,
Do that next day.
which is no big deal. All right, so basically, you guys do have downtime for the time being, so we will do that. So it's a little. I did post some images in Discord about how there's two flowcharts as to how crafting works. But the gist of it is, if you have a formula for something, it takes you 1 day to prepare. Then you make a crafting check. You also need to have half of the materials supplied up front. If you don't have the formula, then it takes 2 days, and then half the materials that make your
I
crafting
could
check.
just make stuff without a formula. That's pretty sweet.
Yes. As long as it's common rarity. But without formula, it takes a few days extra. Literally just 1 extra day. So yeah.
Gotcha. I'll have to refer to a rule book at some point. So right now is downtime.
Yep, we have downtime. So basically, I would have imagined Dunlas would have told you guys, or maybe would have. Would you?
About.
The mayor potentially talking to you and the party.
About like Morin or
I
something
mean,
else.
well, about it, yeah, sort of, because he did say that he wanted to talk to you and potentially your party.
I mean, when I come back, maybe.
The next morning, so it's up to you.
Oh, the next morning, so I'm already here. You
Mhm.
told me last night. Okay. I mean, I guess I'll let the party know. Did he tell me what time?
No. So you're
So, I
kind of
guess-
you're on standby, basically.
Looks like we got an appointment with the mayor.
Something like that.
Can you tell us that?
Yeah, I
Sounds-
suppose. Yeah. I would let you guys know. I went and spoke with the mayor, and he would like to speak with us later. It was just, the not, I guess, right hour.
Okay. Well, I guess we should go speak with him today.
Oh, so. I'm also hoping to get a forge going, though. Since we've got so many craftsmen among us, I'm thinking it's the next logical thing to do.
That's a
All
good
this
idea.
real estate,
That's a good idea.
workshop, or something.
Question: do you know how to set up a forge?
Do I look like I could set up a forge to you, Krimbeck?
You actually do, you know?
That's what I thought.
Is
I'm a
that...
dwarf.
Yeah, good stuff. I can probably work out the gist of it too.
I'm sure you could try.
Well, I don't
It
know
wouldn't
where.
be dwarven craftsmanship.
Hey now, we'll just have to settle it on the crafting table. But in the meantime, is there anyone who could even sell shit to us here? Because it is a town. Where's that dwarf you're friends with? Let's see if he knows a guy.
So, I think. Okay, at Krimbeck, you can roll a society check for me, but and I guess Reynold as well. But Dunlas would be technically the only quote unquote native person from
Yeah.
here.
Oh, yeah.
But Dunlas also make a society check for me as well.
Yes, sir. We're from a society. Oh wait, I probably shouldn't have used the necklace. I think that should be like -1.
Yeah, -1. Okay.
I do it.
Yeah, you all succeed with flying colors. So you guys have been around town a bit, evidently. So there are a few places where you can sell. You have Tildorthan, who mostly specializes in armor, but it's mostly things he crafts himself. So you can expect to find almost any common item in terms of like metalworking, weapon smithing, all that type of stuff. There.
Let's go check that out.
You have, I will forcibly bring over here. There's Narrowmar Imports, which is mostly deals with treasures, but they do import. They're one of the importers for Fallcrest, so you can try to sell stuff there. And there is one more place. It is House Zare, up in the upper cities. They're kind of probably the most known importer houses. So that is also another place where you can potentially find some goods. That being said, do you know any of their races?
Yeah.
House Zare is a
According to
tiefling.
my character, didn't
House Zare is owned by tieflings, or a tiefling fellow. Nerumar is also owned by a tiefling. Actually, hold on. Let me double check if Azir is a tiefling. Hold on. I gotta look at my notes. Apparently I didn't input it onto this one.
Just realized I forgot to collect the rest of the Cobalt ears. Fuck.
There goes that bounty.
I only got half of them. It's annoying.
Okay, yes. House Azir is also owned by a family of tieflings known as the Azir family. They're mostly known for importing goods from Hammerfast, including weapons and armor, as well as from the south, so where larger access to things are. So
I think
they
we should check out the first
good.
option.
Yeah, they're good
Sorry,
on
I didn't mean to
everything.
interrupt with the clapping. I was trying
Yeah.
to kill a fly.
You're good. I don't think I heard it.
Oh, don't. It's like right in the mic.
I will just do some crafting real quick for Evadine, or at least prepare for that.
Minecraft too.
Yeah. Give me a second. Just let me know what you're trying to craft, so to speak.
Yeah, I'd like to craft. Just inventory. Where do I say my shit again? Crafting. I'd like to do a blade of shield plating.
Ah, yes. Blade of shield plating. Cool.
Does that
Alright.
make me a shield?
Uh,
Upgrades my armor.
I think it upgrades your
It's
armor.
like a blade of shield plating.
Yeah.
It's temp HP, I think, attached to your
Ah.
armor.
Yes.
Yeah, 10 attachment. If you attach it to your armor, you can have 5 temp HP, and when it destroys it, it's gone.
Well,
There you go. Also, would I know of a different trader? No.
Do be rogue.
just only need the one option.
No.
Just want to go get my shit.
Okay. So for this day, basically is your preparation day. So that tomorrow is when you can do the crafting check, but you can just do the crafting check tomorrow or today. Sorry. So you can
That
Just
ready to
click-
go there?
you can click the little hammer icon in the crafting tab, and it should prompt you.
Where's the hammer?
Like if you go to your
Destroyed all my
crafting tab,
formulas. What the fuck?
huh?
I don't see any. It says I don't have any formulas now. What the fuck?
Are you looking at your thumper? make sure you're looking at Crimbeck.
Yeah. There we go. Guys, look at my crafting.
Oh, you might want to re-roll
Beautiful.
that.
Yeah, Can I? Do I have?
Hold on.
That bad boy.
I think normally speaking
definitely-
you aren't allowed to, but I will allow it for this one time.
Appreciate that.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, two sides of the same coin.
Okay.
Flipping a coin?
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay. So basically the idea is with crafting, you can either choose to pay the gold now, or over the next few days, you can reduce the cost by 3 gold per day. So you could, like, for example, craft or spend 2 more days after to reduce the cost to 18, and then you can just make it all then, or you can just do it all now.
Pay it all now.
So it's
How
up
much
to you.
is it gonna be?
You can click in the chat and just pay the 24 material costs and craft
Just minus 24.
I just click it. Just click
in the chat.
Chat.
like in the
Yes,
chat.
you will see it.
Oh yeah, there it is.
I'm gonna
Pay
roll
the 24 gold.
for good old pal here.
6.
Discount per day. I don't think Everdeen has anything better to do for the next at least other 2 days. So
Oh, I forgot. I did the one where I wait 2 days. That was silly.
I mean, you have time. Doesn't really matter.
yeah, I mean it's kind of just we're just doing this kind of in advance, so to speak.
I.
All right, Everdeen makes 4 healing potions at lesser.
Oh, was that the thing I paid for?
What? Sorry.
I was just no, never mind.
Be a
sorry.
blade of armor.
Yeah.
Mine bad.
Okay, so I'll have those 2 do that. All right, so that's gonna be your next 2 days of downtime for sure are spent on those. So I'm gonna roll some dice to see what happens and see if anything happens after the 2 days, but we'll see. I'll take it though. Normally downtime is tracked in days, but it's usually 8 hours. So outside of those 8 hours is when you go out to the other, what's it called? You know, the houses there or the Nerumar imports to go buy things as well. So if there's anything you are looking for in specific, or you're trying to accomplish with those, whatever traders, so to speak.
Can I speak
guess.
to the merchant?
Which merchant are you going to?
Are we going to the guy to the right there?
Nerumar.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I'm thinking I want to go talk to Teledorthan and see if he can get me started on supplies for a workshop.
Can we just do that?
Well,
My request.
I suppose we can, but
Sorry,
if you
that
like don't need forging supplies, then you don't have to come with me.
Oh, I need
Well-
forging supplies. This is why we're going.
Oh,
I don't care
well
about
then,
anything else.
why not go
I'll
to
just
the
go with you
dwarf? Sounds good. Gee, you coming? Or you got something better to do?
AJ, I was gonna ask that. Would the mayor have like something he wants me to do in downtime, or
No.
no?
Right now, your
Okay.
current mission is kind of, be with this group
Just
and map out.
exploring.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
I'll go for the walk then.
all right. So first stop is Teldorthan, then Nerumar.
I just want
Yep.
to get forge ship, so I don't really care about the other guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Depending if Teledorthan can help us out or not.
All right.
Can we make sure we bring our riches?
Yeah.
I got my
Yeah.
gold with me.
Sure. Ren is
I'm not
probably
gonna
gonna
lose a fucking dragon head.
Ren is gonna spend his downtime, quote unquote, earning income, I guess.
Got it.
So give me a second.
Wink.
No, he's probably just gonna try to spread his religion. So I'm gonna have him roll society check for this.
Damn. Religion spreading.
Dude, he's literally a cleric.
The worst in Civ.
Oh my
Right.
god.
Burn it.
Okay, so next day rolls around. not next day, sorry. Same day, but you guys are heading over to Tildorthan, who is hard at work, crafting away the, custom dragon stuff that you recovered for you lot. But this time, you kind of met him at more reasonable hours. You do notice two of his apprentices, one woman, one male. They kind of look akin to Tildorthan. You kind of recognize them as his children, so to speak.
Little scamps. Get out of the way so we can speak to the adults, please.
That's kind of crazy.
Wait, how old do they look though?
They're definitely on the younger side, but they're definitely adults.
Okay. They're dwarves.
Are they adults?
Yeah, they're adult. They're like actual apprentices.
Dwarves?
Mm-hmm.
So they could be like a couple hundred years old. Do you know
No,
what
they're
you're
not
talking
100. They're not a couple
no?
hundred. They're still like
how long do
young.
dwarves live in your world again?
Dwarves live like the average dwarf in Pathfinder is like up to 300-ish, I believe.
These guys are like 50.
Uh,
Could you
I-
whippersnappers guide me and my friends towards some forged materials?
What do you mean by forge material? Like,
Well, I was hoping we'd get a bunch of bricks. Probably, we can't just like bring a forge over, right? We're gonna have to build that shit.
yeah, it's quite it's an investment. It takes a lot longer than you would think.
Oh man. Silvervein, do you think this is the best idea? Can we really meet scale with the amount of capital we have at this point?
I don't know what you just said, but I'm
Do you
thinking.
think
I'm
do we
thinking
have
we'll
enough
let-
money to build forge?
Well, I mean,
I say in a mocking tone.
I think
on
we should
cap.
let the dwarf speak to the dwarf, and we just go over here.
Good idea. I'm gonna go.
You run your
mill-
mouth too much.
Wow. I'm gonna go mill around the. I'm gonna go pout. Actually, I'm gonna go pout.
Wow, what a rat thing to do. Just pout. All right. So, Tildorthan, you grab his attention. He just pauses for a moment. He says, Reynold, how's it going?
doing all right. You see, Ironcap, I'm wondering if you could point us into the direction of any masons that could perhaps build us a forge for a workshop that we're working on.
Yeah. There's two ways to go about this. There's the magical way, through items, and then there's, the old-fashioned way, put your heart into it, brick by brick, you built it, type of stick. Nonetheless, the traditional way is a little bit more customizable in a sense, so you can be fit to meet your needs. But how do we call it? The magical way is a little bit more convenient, I guess you could say, but about the same cost. But I don't think anyone here sells that magical stuff. It would have to be imported through the trade houses.
Good thing I'm a brick by brick kind of dwarf.
And that's what I like to hear.
Because I'm thinking that if I get the help of a real good mason, we can bang it out in not too long at all.
Sure. I will say the magical way does have its benefits. It can be used as a portable workshop as well. It is a magical workshop after all. But if you're talking about one at home, that's nothing beats that.
I didn't think about the versatility of a magical one.
Well, if you're talking about your own home, I think it's good to have your own workshop at home. Maybe you could, if you're out and about, just like how you found my dragonhide, maybe you could find a private workshop out there somewhere in the world. Magical one.
I suppose. I guess we'll work on one at home for now. So who do you think the best stonemason in the city is?
Well, I know some connections. There's not many stonemasons left here, but there are honest workers. That being said, it wouldn't take that long. I can handle all of that diplomacy stuff for you. But it'll probably take you about anywhere between 3 and 7 days. And it would cost you about 200 gold to get a full-fledged workshop.
3 to 7 days, 200 gold. Well, that seems fair enough. What do you think, Grimbeck? 200 golds over 7 days. I assume it's mostly me, you, and Everdeen using this thing anyways. So...
I'm game.
Suppose we'll talk to her.
No doubt.
I will say this out of character, and I think Everdeen probably would tell you, but she has her background is a blacksmith, quite literally, so she might be able to help you there as well.
Got it.
You guys are quite diverse.
Maybe we'll hold back for now then.
Well, I mean, we need, like, regardless of if she's a blacksmith, like, we still need a stonemason to build the actual thing, right?
Yeah, you definitely need, you'll probably need someone to build
it.
I mean, you need to craft it brick by brick.
I mean, can I just craft stuff out of the forge?
I mean, some things.
Tell Dorthan will say, I can offer you my own forge here and my tools if you need to craft stuff in the meantime.
How much is that gonna cost?
I think a gold a day sounds like a reasonable charge.
And the alternative is 70 gold pieces? Or 200?
200 total.
Yeah.
For a forge at our place. But that
Guys,
we can add more to the forge too at our place, you know?
Yeah, like I said,
Well,
it doesn't have to be a
fine.
forge. You can add maybe an alchemical workshop to it in addition to it. Maybe tailoring if you are into that. All that type of stuff.
Yeah, I guess we'll go find a mason then. You happen to know where one is, dwarf?
Like I said, Grimbeck, I can handle the diplomacy for you. You just need the payment. It's about 200 gold, like I said.
That's cool. You want it up front?
Yeah, you can just put a down payment. Deposit, I guess is the right word.
Just check how much money we have.
I've already been to your place, so I kind of know the lay of the land as to like where I might be a good spot to put your forge. But you have a big open area. I would imagine that you could also do.
What about like if we set up like a water wheel for the bellows? Get that bitch automated.
How much would that cost?
I mean, you're not too far off from the river, so.
You know anything about like automated like forges at all?
I think you're in the wrong time period.
I don't know. It's simple enough. They use it for like mills and stuff. Right?
I know what you mean. They're like simple stuff.
Yeah, it's just like cranking. It's basically pushing a bellows up and down for us.
Yeah.
That's actually like really hard work, so it'd be good to automate.
Look, we're in a fantasy game. You don't need to make it too complicated.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I just thought it'd be cool because there's a river here.
Yo, but what if it's prone to flooding here? I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, well, we didn't.
Maybe that's why we got this free plot of land. We didn't even know if it could flood.
Some flood barrier shit.
That's okay. We can do that. We can make sandbags or whatever.
I mean,
We'll have the slaves do that. Do we still have slaves?
Slow down!
They didn't
what
want
are you
to.
talking about, Rat?
They didn't want to work. For
the indentured servants who stole all our shit.
Yeah, no, they definitely not.
I'm pretty sure
I
you
could have done that in my doubt time. I need to find them. I forgot. Fuck! Thanks for reminding me.
We should go find them.
Okay, I guess Dunless will go do that.
No, we
I
should
want to
pursue
find
legal
them.
means. But if Dunlast didn't tell us, I can't tell him that. So.
Dude, legal means.
We have
I work for the
hard
mayor.
evidence.
I am legal means.
Why don't we
It
just
is
go
the
rough
law.
them up?
I am the legal means, Ethan. I work for the mayor. I'm basically the CIA.
True. Got me there.
Reynold, we should just give them. We're like basically dukes around here by now, aren't we?
Yeah, we can pay him.
What?
Nobody fucks with us. You know?
Nobody has a
Well,
royal title here except
Some of
for
the guys who
the
stole
Lord
all
Mayor.
money and shit.
Yeah,
as well.
those guys literally just did fuck with us after I beat his ass. So I don't
Hey
think
guys,
we're quite
if we just
dukes.
like let that go, they're gonna keep doing it. Tell the other members of my party.
Yeah,
Like,
I know. I'm gonna
I
fucking
feel
deal with
like,
it.
It's not a
like
war
let's
path.
just let's just give them the gold and then let's go. Do we even have any leads on these guys? You know,
I'm
we've
not.
just
fine.
been doing dragon shit. How does that help us become like bosses? You know.
AJ, wait, are we still at?
You're still talking all
Dorthan?
about this at Tildorthan, so it's like,
I
what
was
the
gonna say,
fuck?
why are we saying this shit for Tell Dorthan? Can I ask him now?
I'm
Have you
like
ever worked with
whispering to you guys.
Of course.
dragon material?
Oh, you have your own?
Maybe.
Is it a yes or a no?
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate the honesty. That's what us dwarves really like. Honesty, get straight to the point. Just keep that in mind when you're working with dwarves, all right?
Is that right, Randall? Do you have a hard-on for honesty?
Yo!
He's not wrong about dwarves are honest. We're honest lot. Just how it is. Straight to the point.
Well,
that's easy to work with.
what was her name? I don't think I've met you. I'm Tildorthan. Looks at Dunless.
I work for the mayor.
Oh,
You work
My
for
name
the
is
mayor?
Dunlop.
Look at this guy over here. He spends like 5 minutes getting a meeting with the mayor, and now suddenly he's an employee. You got a health plan, bro? Now he's quiet.
too stunned to speak. Dunless. Good to meet you. So, you're talking about dragon parts. You're gonna have to show me what you got, and I can tell you what I can make out of it.
Well, I'm assuming we brought the cart with us, so we brought like stuff.
Sure.
I think that's what I meant by like bring the loot with
Sure,
us.
sure. That's okay. That's what you meant. Okay. Okay. So you take him outside, show him what you have in the cart. He examines it. He says, "Oh yeah, this is more than enough. Definitely more than what I had when you guys retrieved my dragon hide. I would say you would be with this amount of stuff." He looks at the scales, claws, fangs. He doesn't really. He looks at the head, but he doesn't really think he could make anything out of it. But with the scales,
in my head.
with the scales and slash dragon hide, he can make definitely. Let me double check real quick. You could make a hefty amount, probably. How much bulk is a tower shield?
Like mine?
Mhm.
Or,
Yeah, or your fortress shield, I guess, is the closest thing.
it is. Doesn't say. Oh, 5.
5. Okay. When it comes to crafting, you would use that plus 1, so 6.
I'm not using the head on a shield.
No, I mean, I'm looking at like the rest of your stuff real quick.
What do you mean the rest? I only see the fangs, the claws.
Okay,
the scale.
so I'm looking at it as gold value, because gold value is what determines how much
Oh.
stuff you can make. That's why I converted it into that.
I see now.
Okay. He definitely looks at it, so it was a white dragon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you don't
Looks on the younger side. I could probably make, with the claws or fangs, maybe anywhere between 2 to 4 weapons, potentially. With the scales itself, I could probably make light or medium armor, maybe a heavier shield for sure. But maybe heavy armor, but I'm not too sure. So, but basically, I could make whatever you would ask for, and whatever is left over is up for debate, really, at that point. Is there anything you had in mind?
A helmet. If
With
it
what?
wasn't obvious.
Are you trying to make the? What are you trying to make the helmet out of? The head?
Obviously, the head.
That's not gonna happen. I'm sorry.
No.
It's too big. Maybe if you were a Goliath or a giant, it would fit you.
Use the horns if it has
Can't
horns.
like size it down.
I cannot size it down. I'm afraid.
He called you teeny, Dunless.
And look at the size of you.
It's
At least I'm
actually
6 feet
Uh,
tall.
Good point.
Teldorthan will ask, what did you do with the rest of the dragon body? This is only part of it, I imagine.
Kind of just sitting there.
He kind of raises his eyebrow.
Pick it up if you want.
I guess I could pick it up, but the dragon
Oh, I
itself, the body is quite valuable, and I would not be surprised if someone takes it, but I don't know.
I mean, it was kind of hidden, no?
Well,
Maybe.
that's not. I wasn't there, so I don't know. Regardless,
That's fair. It was more so speaking to the others that were there.
that being said,
It is in a dungeon that's like supposed to be filled with kobolds, right? Other than
not anymore. They're all gone, except for that one.
that's right.
He's holding the fort for us.
Well, that being said, I'm sorry I can't make you a helmet, but is there anything else you'd like to do with these?
How would a weapon work?
How do you make a weapon out of dragon skin?
Well, dragon
like-
fangs / claws.
Claws and fangs.
So, this is just me saying it in homebrew, but in character, he will tell you, out of the fangs or claws, generally speaking, dragons are magical creatures, and they generally possess magical qualities. So, whatever I make out of the fangs or claws, they will carry a part of what the dragon was. So, in this case, out of character, homebrew, these would be weapons with cold damage. So maybe again with like a frost rune, maybe a lesser homebrew version, just because this was a young dragon.
Probably worse than the weapons I'm currently wielding.
Not necessarily. They would have better durability. I would also say out of character as the GM. It wouldn't matter now, but if hypothetically you were playing at higher levels, you would be able to put in higher level runes into them as well.
So could he make a rapier?
Yep, definitely could.
Well, I guess that would be my request. I don't know about you guys. I mean, I guess we could wait to speak with the rest of the party if they want anything. It was a collective work.
I don't know. Can we make more than one thing?
Yeah, definitely can. I'll definitely say Teldorthan says, "Oh yeah, that reminds me. With the dragon hide that you retrieved, that was mine. I'll give you a sneak peek as to what I have crafted. He'll show you.
Can I make a shield?
He will show you a shield out of the dragon hide. He will these are early versions, so they're not completed yet. Yeah. He will show you an explorer's clothing. So this is for Mr. The only person that wears that is Ren. He will show you a full plate.
I'm wearing explorer clothing. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's true. I guess you are wearing it too. I had it with him in mind, though, because I know you had your own dragon stuff as well. And then he also shows a dragon hide leather armor as well. So there's 4 things there that he was able to make out of his dragon hide that you retrieved for him. They are all black though. The ones that he made.
Oh wait, it was shield.
Yes, so a shield,
Leather, explorer's clothing,
and then full plate. Not necessarily. I would say that it's not like Western full plate. It's probably more like East Asian full plate in this case. Like, you know how they have like layers of it.
Yeah. Layered and spiky up ends.
Not necessarily, but in this case, it's kind of like fitted with like scales and dragon hide, like it's layered. So
Yeah. Okay.
that's how it would look like.
Dope.
He says, with the dragon parts that you have done less, I could probably fill the gaps for anything else. I noticed you're wearing darker clothing, so I could probably dye the parts that you've given me if that's what you prefer as well.
Would be appreciated.
All right. I will say these prototypes that I'm showing you now, these were made out of a black dragon. And the one thing I can tell you for sure is these pieces of armor or clothing are immune to acid damage entirely. So if you ever encounter any pesky black oozes or puddings or things that can try to disintegrate your pieces of armor, your protective clothing, you will be fine.
Well, I'm liking that black light mail over there.
Yeah, that was a more experimental thing on my end, so I hope it will turn out well. I'm pretty sure.
Good
One of my
hear.
better works. But
Guys, we're not actually going after that black dragon, are you? Like, what is the point in that? We're
We
just
gotta-
asking for trouble.
We gotta chart the swamp. Krimvek.
Why, though?
May as well. Because
Just
we
gonna
got to
chart
chart
everywhere?
everything. Yes.
That's a later.
So we just
That is later
go-
to worry about. He was much bigger.
Okay.
Well, regardless.
oh well, so Dunless, you just wanted the rapier out of pick your poison, fang or claw. Both will give you different. Well, out of character will give you different things, so you can choose.
Probably a fang.
Okay,
Fangs.
fang it is.
I don't know. I was gonna ask, since I'm like actually a rogue now.
I mean,
do
technically, you've
still
always been a
only-
rogue.
Oh, so I can still only wear like explorer clothes.
No, you can wear light armor as well, but you're at +5 for your dexterity, so it just makes sense. You can use either or. It literally doesn't matter. The downside of explorer's clothing is you can't add some certain runes to it, but light armor you can. So,
I was gonna say, like, what's the difference between like having leather?
like I said, so for example, some talismans you can't add onto your armor, and some runes you can't add to explorer's clothing. That's what I meant. Explorer's clothing. You can't add certain runes or talismans specifically.
When he brought his things out, were they like for sale, or was it just more so him showing us?
The black dragon hide stuff.
Yeah.
Those were things when Reynold and Krimvek came last night. So he was those are basically stuff he was trying to make for some of the people he knew already. He didn't know about your existence until today.
Oh.
So so yeah.
Herm handshake.
Yeah. All right. So if he just says if it's just a rapier, you can leave the fang here, and yeah, I'll
Save
put
that
it down.
just for now. Maybe something later.
That's just for now. Okay, fair enough. Those are some quite valuable parts, so be sure to keep an eye on them. Don't want some trouble. You don't want trouble with that.
I'm gonna go deal with something quick
Okay.
here.
I wonder what that can mean. I take it you're gonna try to go find.
Yeah.
All right.
At least I assume we're leaving now. I've forgot, and
At
I was
least-
reminded when you guys go shopping, I'm gonna go see if I can pick up somebody's trail.
At least it's just you. At least. So remember, you do have the hunt prey action because you're an Avenger. So make a diplomacy check to gather rumors and a survival check as well. You get a +2 to your survival check. Make those secret as well for me.
Secret. Diplomacy, just normal.
Yep.
And society +2, you
I was
said?
not. Yeah. Survival.
Oh, survival.
Yeah. Okay. So for the matter of the forged, do you guys drop the 200 gold now, or what's the play?
I'm down.
Is that
Come
to
back
track
and
hunted
drop.
prey? You meant the +2?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, that's already a thing that I can just toggle on.
Chris, we get in the forge.
Yeah.
Okay, drop minus 100 gold out, minus 100 gold.
I'll say Evadine contributes to this as well because she'll probably use it.
Okay.
So
So, no, I don't know what it's gonna be. Is something.
I don't know how much the character actually, or the player wants to commit, so I'll just give 25
Okay.
gold now. But when he comes back, I imagine he has no problem with it.
True. Okay. So what? That
I've
leaves
got
us with
50 in
175.
or 75 in. What's the deal here?
Yeah, put 75 in, and I'll put 100, and then we're square.
Oh, so I just minus gold.
Yeah, just minus it.
Yeah.
I will write this down. Custom forge at estate. Reynold, 100. Crim.
That makes me the primary shareholder of said forge.
Alright, so he'll say, yeah, I'll let you know over the coming days. I'll probably let you know when I finish these pieces as the results of, or like when the forge will be done, or you know how that process goes. But by the time the next time you see me, I'll definitely have things done, or the preparation for that done, and then the installation will be done within the next coming days after that. All right. Cool. All right, so that is your business done at Tel Dorthan. You guys wanted to go to one of the trading houses, right?
The where, sorry?
The trading house is one of the two in the city. So Nerumar's Imports or Houses Air.
Let's check out Naramara's imports.
You're the people who don't come from Hammerfell.
Wait, the other people come from Hammerfast?
Yeah.
Houses Air imports stuff from Hammerfast. They're not from it.
Oh, then we're going there.
But they don't have like. Well, we just bought forge shit. What else do we need?
I don't know.
We're
I just got a lot of money on my
shopping day
hands.
for us.
What,
What's
do you
that?
have anything better to do? You don't have to come if
No,
you
I
don't
don't.
want to.
No, I don't. I'll go with you.
What? Who?
I don't have anything better to do.
Okay, well, then we're going. We're going to the Hammer. We can go to the other one after, if you want. But we're going to the Hammerfast one first. I'm sure we're going to run into plenty more dangers. Maybe they have some magic items or something.
Yeah, so you can expect Houses Air or Narumar Imports to both kind of have magic items. Probably Houses Air has more magic items, though. Given they seem to be the more prominent one if they have connections with Hammerfast, at least. Okay. So you guys will head off over there. I'm just going to drag your guys' tokens real quick. Don't mind me. Why can't I? Weird. That's so weird. Alright. As you walk along to this place. So this is House Air. It's a pretty sizable place, but it's quite professional as well, I will say. Sizable, but small, but has a whole bunch of knickknacks and that type of stuff. Alright. So, immediately you will notice that this place, House Air, is a little bit organized differently. They seem to be, how would I call it? they do things a little bit different. And as you step in, you do notice the tiefling that runs the shop here. On the younger side, but you see this female tiefling, a nice red color, nothing too fancy. Definitely younger than you, but that could mean anything.
Yeah.
Can I greet the tiefling?
Sure. You greet her, and she says, haven't seen...
Salutations.
Yeah, salutations. I haven't seen, well, a person like you before. Dwarf. Nice to meet you. I am Amara.
What is that supposed to mean? You don't see many rats around here in the city?
Not particularly ones of your size. No.
Big boy, hey?
Yes, you could say that.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
Right.
Well, in any case, I was wondering if you heard any interesting rumors about, you're a shopkeeper. I'm sure things fly by you. And, me and my gang, we're looking for motivation.
Motivation in what sense?
Well, I don't really, I need to do stuff with my time. I need some money.
And how can I help you with that?
I'm just wondering if you heard anything interesting. Why you gotta be so sassy?
I apologize. I don't think we were at the same wavelength. But that being said,
What's your wavelength?
I came with the assumption you were here to buy something, so I was just kind of thrown off that you were asking for information.
Well, I can do more than one thing, can I?
That's true, but normally speaking, when you come into a shop, you're either perusing or you're looking to buy something. So that's my apology.
Oh, I'm buying something. I'm buying info.
Fair enough.
I'll pay.
But things around the city, you say that you're trying to. Is there anything in specific? You seem
Seen
to
a
be.
bunch of tweakers who might have made off with their stuff.
Do you speak
like-
of the lower city?
The lower city.
The
Yes.
lower half.
Yes, I do.
Then I'm afraid.
They look like they smoke spice and they listen to dark elf music.
Wow.
Can't trust them.
I'm afraid not. I am more versed in, well, intercity travel news and goods and that sort. Things that come from the upper city as well, in the upper quays by the Porters Guild.
Fair enough. I guess I'd like to buy a shield then. You got a shield?
Sure. Yeah, I got plenty of shields. I take it you're looking for the more magically inclined shields.
Well, if you had one, that'd be super.
Oh, yes, we definitely have a fair amount of magical shields here. Do you have a price range in mind? Or just
50 gold pieces?
50?
Is that too much?
I think that, no, that is more than enough. You can get a fair amount of things. Give me a second, sorry. Is shield proficiency... I can't remember. You can use shields, right? Pretty sure you can.
Oh, I should double check.
Okay, you have a shield block, so you definitely have... You can definitely use shields. Okay, sorry. I forgot. This is Pathfinder. There is no shield proficiency. Anyone can wield a fucking shield.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Okay.
I forgot to.
Yeah. Might need to be on the small side. A rat-sized shield would be just perfect.
Oh, no problem. I mean, plenty of halflings and gnomes. They have plenty of that type of shield type of stuff.
True.
Let's see here.
Maybe if you had a sweet bow, magical bow or crossbow, that would be chef's kiss.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I take it. I think it would just be this. Hold on a second. Okay. What is this one called? I actually can't remember. Let me double check something real quick. All right. So, looking at you and your stature, and I apologize for judging just based off appearance, but you probably want something a bit on the sturdy end, that's for sure. Something that won't necessarily break that fast. So, and we're talking about magical shields.
I'm a tough guy. I can take a lot of hits, eh? Appreciate a man of perception.
Woman.
Yeah, woman.
A lady of perception, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't see gender, I'm above that.
Sure. That's very progressive of you.
That's right.
But the cheapest sturdy shield we have is at 100 gold. But the upside of it is compared to your regular shield, it can take more hits. It can do more to protect you. I'll put it in chat here.
Let's I'll purchase that bad boy. And you have bows as well?
Unfortunately, no. At this stage, nothing. I mean, what type of bow do you use right now?
You don't need a bow.
Crossbows normally. What do you mean?
No.
I don't need a bow. I don't even have.
Bow's
What am I
good
supposed
enough.
to
Your striking
What's
rotary bow.
be? Is it?
It's pretty darn good.
All right. Well, then I need some arrows. I'd like 100 arrows. See if we play. It's a rat word.
It's a rat word, he says.
Give me some arrows now.
Now, okay. Yeah, sure. I could sell you some arrows. So 100, you said? That's 1 gold then.
That's right. Oh, fantastic. Can I just?
Yeah. So just minus 101 gold from your thing.
101?
Yeah. So for the shield and the arrows. So.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Is this shield already in my inventory?
I will be adding it shortly.
Good. Then I think that's our business is concluded. You were a fantastic shopkeeper and a terrible whisperer of secret. So do appreciate that.
Well, I appreciate your honesty. I'll keep it in mind and
Glad you can
improving
take
my
constructive
services.
criticism. Not everyone can, so it's good.
Well, yeah, you gotta adapt in this business. Well, have a good day. And thank you for your patronage.
Most certainly.
I take it, Reynold, you didn't want to buy anything?
Well, I don't know
Wasn't
what
it
I
your
need.
idea to come here, Reynold?
Well, what do you got, miss?
I have
Window shopping now.
a wide array of things, and if I don't have it, and if you're looking for something specific, I can import it. But it'll take a few days, or a week, or many weeks, depending on where you're trying to get it from.
Well, what about portable forges? Or
Yes, I'm aware of such things. Don't have it on hand. I could import it. Hammerfast these are one of the things we would import from Hammerfast for sure. But recently we've been having some tough times with imports from Hammerfast. Normally we get ships and stuff sent from the Nentir River, from Lake Nen, from a little village called Nenlast. That's
right, I know about Nenlast.
Oh,
That's
you do.
where all the goods go.
It is one of true trade routes from Hammerfast if you don't take the trade road, but the trade road has been pretty not as reliable these days. It seems many bandits have taken sides on the trade road. I hear some kerfuffling between the Raven Roost bandits and this wolf group. I don't know. They also seem to be on the King's Road too, so that doesn't help for trade at all from Winterhaven. But recently, I'll just say, at the fork where Nentir River splits off up north, there seems to be a monster problem that has been interfering with trade from both Mistwatch and Nenlast. So,
The monster problem.
quite.
My ears gonna perk up. In a monster, what does it appear to be?
We just know it's an amphibious creature, but there was an outpost at the fork, but they have not responded to any form of contact, at least with my connections as a trader. I'm probably...
So a frog monster.
I'm not too sure what it is, but I imagine the Lord Mayor knows about it, since that outpost is also a city... Well, it's a government official outpost, technically speaking.
What government? Not a government I pay taxes to, I'm sure.
It's the Lord Mayor's government. It falls under the jurisdiction of Fallcrest.
Oh, then I definitely pay taxes.
Oh, good to hear.
And if you say otherwise, I'll deny it.
Sure. I didn't hear a thing anyways. Well,
Class.
that being said, if you wanted to get a portable forge, yeah, you could either wait maybe up to a month when the next caravan comes in from Hammerfast. I don't know when that will be. Or if conditions improve on either the trade road or at the fork up the Nentir River, then things would be expedited.
Well,
yeah, sorry about that.
good to know. What about health potions and the like?
We sell them here, but I like to also support my other Valcrestian businesses. There's the apothecary in Dwarf Town. I'm surprised you didn't know that. It's called the Stone Touch Apothecary. Kind of looks at you,
Right.
Reynold.
Right. I'm new here.
Nah, fair enough. But it's run by an older dwarf fellow. You might get along with him. Just might.
Why don't we just buy off you? I'll give it
Oh,
to you right now.
I'm just saying, if you want to buy some here, yeah, I have no problem. But I do also like to make sure that other businesses in Volcrest get their share of attention too.
Well,
I will take 5 health potions, please.
I'll see if I have that much in stock, but sure, give me a second.
I'm gonna go support the dwarf.
No.
Okay. So, they have 6 health potions on hand.
Ayo.
At various quantities. So, I'll say the most expensive one that they have are moderate healing potions, which heal 3d8 plus 10 HP, but cost 50 gold each. They have 3 of those. They have 2 lesser and then 1 minor. The lesser costs 12 gold and the
Take
minor
2
cost,
lesser.
I think it's 5 or 4 gold pieces.
I'll take 2 lesser and moderate, please.
Okay. 2 lesser moderate. Alright, so that'll be 74 gold then.
So, how many gold is that?
74.
Almost at a month. That'll be all for me.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Alright. Well, again, thank you for your patronage. So that is your little shopping business. Dunless. Are you here, pal?
Yes.
Did you want to use diplomacy or society for your tracking instead?
What was my role I used instead?
Survival. I think society will give you +2.
Yeah, I'll probably use that.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Wait, it's only +2 because of the draconic choker thing.
No, it's not.
Oh no.
I'm just straight up adding because that's the only difference between your survival and your thing. I'll just yeah.
Oh, you just added it to the last one?
Yeah, just add it to the last one, so no big deal. Probably might want that roll anyways. All right. So for you, with your diplomacy check, you spend going around town, gathering information, listening to rumors, murmurs, in addition to tracking them. Going around town, listening to murmurs, specifically in the lower city, doesn't find you much information, or at least it isn't being talked around that much. But with your tracking ability, you do know that. Let me double check my notes so I don't give you false information, unless I was doing it on purpose. Okay. You would know in the lower city that Kelson has connections or a large stake in the Lucky Gnome Tap House. You would know that. And you figure that he's probably, if not there or around there, the general vicinity. And that would be right here, by the way. Yeah, ping it so I can force you over there.
Hold on, and who is Kelson?
That was the leader of the gang of,
Oh, the people that like robbed us?
Yes. Quote unquote robbed you. Alright. Other two, I take it you go all the way to Dwarf Town.
Yup.
All the way to Dwarf Town.
Yeah.
All the way.
I'll say as you walk past specifically the Tomewood forest here, you will see some construction being made over here. Deeper within the forest. Trees being cleared. Some workers there about. But other than that, nothing too much. You would definitely notice some of the ruins in the outskirts part of it, the Tomewood, but it definitely seems to be it's being cleaned up a bit. Kind of rare to see the city doing some new construction, at least given its history.
Strange. This place has been busted down and broken forever. Wonder why they start cleaning up now.
You think maybe it's city resurgency?
Perhaps, eh? Or stimulating the local
Sometimes.
economy. Or something like
Yeah,
that.
maybe the mayor did a bill or something. I'm not a politician, but
Perhaps.
it happened. Do you think maybe they sold our shit?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, you will find your way at the Stone Touch Apothecary. On the outside, it definitely looks like it's been pretty overgrown. The person that maintains the shop might seem to not take care of it on the appearance-wise, but as you enter in, it is also of the same story. It's quite a messy shop. It's kind of like those people that it's a mess, but they know where things are and they keep it there on purpose. But immediately as you enter in, you don't see sign of the dwarf that runs the shop, but you can hear scattering and tumbling of paper or trinkets and so on and so forth.
Hello there. Is anyone here?
And as you kind of or left on with no response for about a minute from the counter.
Did you say left on red?
Too meta. From under the counter kind of pops up the dwarf, who is introduces himself. He's quite an older dwarf, probably closer to his 300s. But he kind of darts his eyes and his attention towards you. He says, a rat and a dwarf walk into my store. Yes, hello. My name is Rand.
Greetings, Rand. My name's Reynold. This here's Krimvek. Pleasure to meet you.
Yes.
See, we're here looking for some health potions.
Potions of health.
Right, yeah. The lady from House of Zare sent us, or recommended you. So maybe give her a thank you or something. But
Yes. The tiefling is a long history. Her family, yes. Do you know her entire family runs a shop in Hammerfast, a shop in what's it called? The Thunderspire? Whatever. The Undercity, something like that. Regardless.
Deep roots, eh?
They're quite how do you call it?
Well accomplished. Well to do.
They have something to. Well, anyways, health potions. Yes,
right.
I can do that. I also have not necessarily health potions, but elixirs. Elixirs is something more my alley, if that intrigues you as well.
Light of elixirs.
Elixirs of life. That is the same. Well, family, I guess.
Suppose we could use some of those too.
Yes. Never might know when you will need them. But I have both available. I only have lesser healing potions and elixirs of life available at this moment.
Well, I'll take all you. Well, how many do you have?
4 elixirs and 3 potions.
I'll take them all, I suppose.
The elixirs
Be prepared.
come at 30 apiece. Yes.
Well, I'll take 2 elixirs. And
The potions go 12.
And then all the health potions.
Sure. No problem.
So that'll be 60 plus 12 times 4.
Quite an arithmetic
40.
dwarf.
46. Right. 46 plus 30. 76. 76 gold pieces then.
Did you say 46 or 36?
46.
I think it's
Plus
48,
30.
bro.
You're
It was
probably
12?
right,
Yeah. 12, 24,
Well,
36,
close enough.
48.
48 then.
Yeah, 48 for the 4 healing potions and 60 for the 2 elixirs.
Right. So 78. I'm real good at plussing. 78.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Sure you're doing your math right? It's 30 gold for each elixir.
Oh fuck. Yeah, not quite. So minus another 30, so now we're down to 60. Got it.
Okay. So 108, I think. If my math is right.
Yeah.
Questioning my
That's what I spent. So do you add them or?
Yes, I'll be adding them right now.
Dope.
Okay, I probably should just use the same stack. Alright, you'll be at 5. Elixir. Life. Alright, there you are. There you are. Any other alchemical items may I provide to you?
Think I'm all good. Need anything, Krimbeck?
Nah, I'm all.
Alright, well, home it is then.
Well, I'll see you soon, my new dwarf friend and rat friend.
Nice to meet you, Rand.
Yes.
See
Yes.
you around, I'm sure.
Plenty.
To make a new
Plenty.
friend.
And he kind of goes back to his erratic organization.
Nice.
Alrighty. And you will head back home. Oh, I just realized I moved something that I should not have moved. Anyways. So, you two will probably be the only ones home as Evadine and Ren are out and about doing their godly duties.
Nerd shit.
But Dunless, how about yourself?
I would be. I want to like go in and check out this place.
Okay. The Lucky Gnome?
Sorry.
The Lucky Gnome Tap House, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, as you enter in, the Lucky Gnome Tap House is quite busy. You can see a lot of the Porters Guild and the people who work as day laborers here come in. It is renowned, for its very cheap drinks. And as you kind of make yourself into it, it's kind of obvious as you kind of enter in, unfortunately. A lot of people eye you down. You'll see a lot of these regulars that come here will notice that some new blood has entered in. Yeah, they haven't seen you before.
I
Don't know who you are.
I lock eyes with one of the regular and give it one of these. You know, make him flinch.
You're going to the Lucky Gnome Tabos too? Oh my god.
I'm not staying home. Raining.
I mean, I thought I was just gonna keep going on my trail.
Oh, I thought I was in there already. We're just walking outside and they're staring at us.
We were walking home. This is done last.
Yeah, this is Dunless.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
No worries. Dunless is a lone wolf, apparently.
Oh man, I didn't know this was. I didn't realize you said it was a pub.
It's called a tap house.
I didn't hear you say that part. That's my fault.
Okay, my bad, I guess. Not being transparent enough. But yeah, it is a tap house. It's a pub, place for people to drink. People are kind of on edge, so to speak, or they're keeping an eye on you as you kind of enter in. What do you do?
I mean, I guess I'll go to the bar. Do I recognize anybody? I don't know.
Here? No, you definitely do not recognize anyone. He asks if you want a drink.
Yeah. I suppose. What does it look like for the prices?
About a copper for a pint. That's how cheap it is.
I suppose. Could they break us over?
As you present a silver and ask to break it down, they kind of ask, "You sure you don't want to, put a few rounds on everyone here?"
A good way to make friends.
Is this guy really just putting me on the spot like this? He's the bartender, dude.
Yeah, the bartender is doing that to you.
That's wild.
This is a weird thing for a bartender to
Dude,
do.
just
Yeah.
give my drink, please.
You ask everyone who comes in here that? Jeez.
Who knows? Who knows?
Can you break a silver? Is this why you're saying this?
No, I mean I can. He'll just take it. He said he gives you a. Gives you it back in all copper pieces, yeah. But
Oh, what? It's like it's 10 to
like-
1, right?
yeah, it's 10 to 1, so it'd be like you just get 9 copper back, I guess. Like literally.
Oh, I tried to remove it. Whoops.
Can I just ask, so, new around here? You traveler?
Sometimes I travel, yeah. I don't know, this is kind of where I stay for the time being.
Fair enough. Works, you look like a much more higher class citizen than the rest of us here, so I had to ask.
What makes you say that?
Your attire doesn't exactly speak average person here. Kind of look around. A little bit more gruff people are here. Maybe a little bit on the poorer side when it comes to clothing.
Doesn't hurt to come say hi, does it?
No. Says, well, if you ever need anything else, do let me know. I'll just be over yonder here.
Sure.
And unless you do anything,
Mm.
Tavern is bustling, doing its thing, as people would do.
So, like, chilling, or...
I mean, if you're chilling, you're chilling.
No, I mean, like, the rest of the tavern.
I mean, like, they're keeping an eye on you, but, you know, they're going about their day, their night.
Dude, I seems too sus. I guess I'll, call the barkeep over.
Yep, what can I do for you?
I mean, I guess how many people are in here? Like, how much would a...
I would say
around?
there's about a dozen people here.
How much, sorry?
A dozen.
So what, like...
12.
12, yeah, okay, I guess I'll do it.
So
Whatever.
12 is, it would be a silver and 2 copper.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hey, as you kind of
I'll just kind
Present.
of put it on the table. I don't know, I
Yes.
don't want it to be, like, flashy. I'll just kind of give him the money.
yeah, you're discreet with it, with your skills. Because hey, boys, looks like we got a round for everyone here, and people immediately cheer. People are a little bit more off edge, and they're enjoying their drink. You know, as you've tasted your drink, maybe you've had it for a few minutes now. It's like the most watered down shit ever.
Great.
You kind of understand why they cost 1 copper.
I guess after I finish my drink, I'd just, like, head home. Thank the barkeep.
Barkeep would say, well, come back anytime. Come back anytime. Make a perception check for me as you leave.
Sure. Hunt prey at all? Or what the heck is it asking me for obsidian goggles?
Obsidian goggles are not applicable here because
Like
that's on
nighttime?
sight. This is on hearing.
Oh,
I will give you your hunt prey, so you can add a +2 to this.
I didn't mean to...
That's
I mean,
fine.
maybe
Perception
one of
checks are supposed to be
these
secret
things,
anyways.
but- Okay.
As you leave, you can hear a pretty faint whisper. But you can hear someone, you don't know who. They say, tell Kelson he came by. And you can tell that by he, they are referring you.
Well, do I get a glimpse of these guys?
No,
That's a-
this is as you're leaving.
As I'm leaving? I guess I'll wait a couple minutes outside.
Sure. I'll say, as We go into nighttime.
Yeah, like, yeah, hiding around the corner, I guess.
Within evening.
Well,
Make a stealth check while you're at it. You're not trying to be conspicuous,
or I guess maybe not, like, hiding, but, like, I'm around the corner, just kind of, like, hanging out on the corner.
Okay, make a society check for me. See how well you blend in.
Because I feel like hiding makes it sus.
Hey, that's pretty good. Yeah, you tend to blend in quite well. Even in the evening, you'll notice how busy it gets. And as the night kind of progresses on, a lot more people come into the Lucky Gnome Tap House. I would say by the time you left, and maybe as you kind of spend your time outside, maybe about a handful of people left, but as evening rolls in, more people come in.
Like any of the ones that leave look like ruffians, kind of?
No, they don't particularly look like it. But the people that come in seem to be a weird bunch. Some might look like a ruffian, maybe even not necessarily a day laborer or a porter or guildsman that works is coming in. Maybe someone with a little bit more change on them seems to be entering in at this time. But aside from that, you don't notice too much.
I guess I'll just leave. No need to stick around any longer.
As you leave, you will definitely notice that there's definitely more than meets the eye when it comes to this place. But you just don't know why yet. And you'll head back home. Right. So, as you return home, I would take Evadine and Ren probably return when the sun sets. But Reginald, and Krimvek are here, doing their things, existing. Whatever they like to do in their free time, if they aren't crafting.
Where's the bar, dude?
Some fucking shitty beer.
Is it in Dwarf Town?
I mean, you know how gnomes make.
Good answer, Dunless.
Wait, what was asked? Sorry, I didn't there was kind of focused on both you.
I said wasn't in Dwarf Town.
Oh. What? Wait, what do you mean? Was it in Dwarf Town? No,
Yeah.
I mean I was just up the street.
Oh, well, that's why the beer was bad. Dwarfs know how to make ale.
I wasn't going for the drink. I was going for the trail.
Oh, right.
How was your guys' trip?
So,
It was eventful.
well, we
God,
bought potions, and then we bought shield, and we made a friend.
something
So
like that.
all in all, it was a pretty good day. Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't stay there for long, and there was some rich people that showed up later. It was kind of weird. Seemed like kind of a shitty
I
bar.
fucking hate rich people. I don't understand why you left.
Technically, you are
Sure,
rich.
we're all rich.
Yeah.
I'm not
So
rich.
it's
I
the
just
rat
spent
that's
like a
rolling
shit
in the
ton.
gold.
I'm not rolling it. I just spent a bunch of money on blacksmithing tools and a shield and health potions. Like,
You didn't even think about food. I have to go
to
get
tell
food
you the
later.
truth, that shopkeeper's the one with rich. He's got assets. I have to work to make money. He can just like hire an employee and let his shop do whatever, eh?
I'm not sure there's enough business around here for that.
I mean, if you want, you could just, when you get your own forge, make items for other people. I don't know. Surely
We
there's
could take
guards that
down-
work here.
That's right. We can start up a racket. We can pay the guards off and then burn down all the
What
other
are we
shops.
talking about?
Business. We're talking
think you
about
meant
business.
legally
Can we
speaking.
just start talking small steps here?
Everything's legal if you bribe the right person, Reynold.
You realize who you're talking to.
Although, not sure I agree with that. But
That already announced who I worked for. Like, can we like slow down here?
yeah,
You
I've
work
done
for
last
the
work for
you
mayor.
talked to the mayor once. You don't
No,
work
no,
for
no.
him.
He actually worked.
I talked to the mayor many times.
Oh.
I've been here for quite a long time.
Well, then pretend I didn't say anything. I'm gonna go.
I mean,
back
to be fair, your
uh,
character also wouldn't have
doing-
known that, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to doing rat shit.
In your
you
little
can
rat
enjoy
nest.
your little
Yeah.
rat nest. Hopefully,
Fix
there's
up
not
my-
more of you, so you don't rat king moment.
Hey, hey now.
I mean, I can help you with that problem.
You gonna cut off my balls?
I meant your tail, but.
Oh. Don't cut off any part of me, or I will get Thumper to electrocute you.
Sure.
I will have him crucify you.
Oh my god.
I don't think he has the manual dexterity for any of that.
But he puts his mind to it.
Can he even wield a hammer?
Yeah, that's his whole thing. He hammers people to death.
But like, hold it and use it, or a saw, like a hand saw.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
All right,
I
we
can't
set up
see
the
your
sawhorse.
video, it's frozen.
What the fuck?
We set up the sawhorse and the plank of wood. Alright. Well, get to it, Thumper. So look at Krumbek.
Right. What kind of check do I make?
Well, Thumper has a fist and a spike, so you can figure it out.
That's what I mean. He could totally like crucify.
No, he can't. It's not precise enough. He can't. The point Reynolds trying to make is he can't even operate a handsaw.
Well, he can do his own type of sawing, if you know
Why
what
do
I
I need
mean.
to operate a
Yeah.
handsaw to crucify someone?
Well,
I just have to spike your hands and then.
but it's
You know
his
what?
own
It's stupid
spike.
because I don't even. If that doesn't work, I could just get him to smash you to death, and that would be the same thing.
I don't think that thing could take
Plus,
me.
I would be on top of him with a crossbow. So.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna walk away and go hang out with our homeless friends.
Homeless?
Reynold and I are still arguing.
Well, I guess they're
as we walk
homeful
out.
as of the
Yeah,
moment.
they
but
got homes.
Previously, we're homeless.
Call him homeless. That's rude.
This conversation is stupid. You guys were gonna make them homeless, so whatever.
I was not.
I'm pretty sure you're the main advocate for kicking them out.
I was the one who said the mother should stay, for the record.
Record stay. Well, I mean, I definitely think we should let the mother stay, but
You do have
The
the
rest
two
of it.
children.
yeah, the rest of them look like riffraff, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, in that case, is there anything else you guys would like to do for the night? Otherwise, we're just gonna fast forward in time a little bit.
I think I'm good.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just hanging out.
Well, before we fast forward in time, we can take like a 5-10 minute break.
Sure.
We're gonna play until 9:30, so or a bit earlier than that. So basically a little under an hour.
Yeah, I might need to
Sounds good.
hand out at around 9.
That's okay. Then we'll just take the break. We'll do the thing,
Sounds good.
and yeah. Well, we are back. We are so back. Remove our tokens here real quick. Alright, so we are going to fast forward in time a little bit, about 3 days. You find yourselves called at the Moonstone Keep, as you are to be met with the mayor to discuss something of great importance, as Dunlas would tell you that.
I wonder what it could be.
And for most of you, this will probably be the first time you meet the mayor. But the mayor is, when you first meet him, has green hair, quite, I guess, like medium-ish length. But he's, the one thing that you will always remember him about is he's always smiling. He comes off as very friendly, and, you know, he welcomes you, tries to make you comfortable in his little office here at the keep. But, Dunlas, normally you are found at the side of the mayor, but this time you are told to stand side by side next to your companions here, as you are in his office. And the conversation kind of just goes like this. Well, nice to meet you all. I am the mayor. Well, temporary mayor in the meantime.
Oh, nice to meet you. My name's Reynold Silverveins. I'm a council guard from Hammerfast.
Yes, yes, that is very true.
Grimbeck, inventor extraordinaire.
I do know all of your names here. I looked into you a lot when the
Spy
party...
on me.
Not necessarily, but
You
I-
little lap
I
dog
took-
here, I see.
I
I
took
gotta
great
turn over
interest. Denlis is no lapdog.
Watch your tongue.
I took great interest in your party as you guys were first forming up. And, you know, Dunlas being a government worker, I thought he'd need something new to do. And I kind of, at the request, at my request for Elias to insert him, it kind of helps, you know, Hammerfast, Falkcrest, well, even a little bit of Winterhaven, and parts of Harkenwald, as diverse as that place is, all have a keen interest in trying to map out the Vale. It's been, I know this place has gone through a lot in the last 100 years, and not much progression has been made, so, you know, better now than never to start an initiative to kind of do something on a united front.
Right.
See.
And I think having people of all kinds of faiths, backgrounds, heritage is a key part to that.
Got it. You're trying to make diversity quotas. As a government employee, I understand.
You might see it that way, but I think coming together makes us stronger. That is for sure.
I agree.
That is some soft shit, dude.
That being said, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the person you found on your ways back, and the importance of that person, and kind of what to do going forward in regards to it. To sum it up, the person you found was Morin the Wizard. Morin the Wise is his moniker. He lives.
Sorry, go ahead.
He lives in the tower on here, just a little bit of ways away from the keep, and he has been one of two Well, I guess one of the protectors of Falcrest for the longest time. That title was passed down from Nimo Zoran. Fucking hate this guy's name. Nimo Zoran, yeah. Nemazaran, there you go. Jesus Christ, I can never remember this fucking name. Nemazaran, who's basically senile at this point, but he is also a wizard. You can find him in the Septarch's Tower. It's quite nothing like it in the entire city. But with the passing of Morin, that title is now going to be passed to his protege, a half-elf named Albanin. He has been, he was in the Fey realm for the time being, studying at the Magical Academy in Mithrindain.
Illustrious.
Yes, quite. That being said, he is not ready by any means to tackle what is to come ahead. Myself, Elias, and Morin have been in talks for the last few months about what's been happening in the Vale. And Morin has been, unfortunately, taken out of the picture by unforeseen circumstances. Initially, when you came to Falcrest, you would have heard of the great quest to go to the Gardmore Abbey and free that place and recover something of great importance, to honor the old mayor with his passing not too long ago. But this is to be confidential, if you may, and I'm sort of imposing a job upon you as a result of this. You will be paid as a result,
Mr.
but
Mayor, my lips are sealed.
that's what I like to hear. But the adventurers there encountered something like no other. Remnants of the past, a very, well, you could say a living creature, in a sense, threatened to basically wipe out the entire Vale. But thankfully to those adventurers, they succeeded and were given a vacation as that deemed necessary for all the trauma and hardship they had to go through. They lost a member, but they lost many things in addition to that. And since then, Morin has been more hands-on in the last few months in tackling that problem. From our investigations and looking at Morin's corpse, we seem, from what we know, the thing that took him down carried that same living creature that could wipe out the Vale. But it was not the same. At least the things that we see are not the same from what he has noted from the past. And we fear that the creature that took him out is still out there, and possibly wreaking havoc and infecting others with what it carries. Unfortunately,
You want us to track this creature down and kill it?
yes, effectively. From what, Dunless, you've told me, it was a green dragon that slayed Morin, correct?
Yes, but what was it infected with?
That is the thing we're not too sure about. We know that it was connected to whatever Morin was looking after. But he kept things quite tightly wrapped, and unfortunately I'm not at
Liberty?
Yes, I'm not at the liberty to kind of impart the past adventures that were employed in the Gardmore Abbey. I have sent them on a vacation. I would like to keep them away from this, unless things have really gone down for worse. Two of them are quite involved in the city's politics in terms of defense, so I'd like to keep that more local for them. And this thing that I'm telling you to track down and kill seems to have gone a far distance away. Other scouts and my other information, or what's the word? Well, my informants have told me that the Green Dragon was seen flying up north to Winterhaven.
We
But
saw that.
so that lines up. That's good. But apparently, we have seen reports that it has been in the swamp recently, or near the swamp, the Witchlight Fens, maybe a little west of it. We're not too sure. I know there are settlements out there that might have seen sightings of it, but I'm afraid those that the rest will keep out in the west of the Witchlight Fens have a different type of threat that they must deal with constantly, and they are not unable to send or assist us in this at this time.
Well, you called upon the right group of mercenaries. Ain't that right, Silvervein?
He'd be right. They are pretty experienced in killing dragons.
Yes, Dunless has told me all about that, for which I do applaud you. I do mean to ask, unless you have any plans for the Kobold Hall, we do plan to transform it into another outpost for Fallcrest. Maybe I was thinking of sending the two adventurers from the other party I spoke of out there to set up shop, so to speak.
Well, as long as you also include in the city planning some scouts to help us map out the surrounding area, I think it would be a good development. What do you guys think?
I can see your argument for that, but ultimately, that is, I would like to say that is your main goal, but let's say you're being reassigned, so to speak, for this quest that I'm asking you to do.
Alright, fair enough.
That being said, again, I will not leave you empty-handed in terms of payment if you are successful, and we will try our best to equip you with what we can. But
I'm glad you said that explicitly.
yes,
'Cause
I
was
am.
assuming.
Well, best not to leave you assume, but I do mean to ask, when you found Morin's body, was there anything else on his person that you might need to tell me about? I know he had a staff
Honestly,
and a spell
don't
book,
remember.
but I believe Dunless said his staff was broken and shattered. Spellbook, I'm not too sure.
We tried to read it again, out of character.
Did we ever find a spellbook?
I thought somebody tried to read it.
You guys did find a tome, not necessarily a spellbook though.
Yeah, true. Well, we found a tome of sorts. He seemed pretty insistent that we take a look. I'm not sure, it's hard to interpret, but he was active right before he died.
Well, I think it's best to respect dying man's wish, and I'll leave you to interpret that tome. Your party. Though I do request that you allow his protege, Albanin, to give it a look at least, or get him involved. I would imagine he's not too happy with the news of his mentor dying. And you might encounter him out in the wild. I do believe he set off actually yesterday out to the Witchlight Fens, or in that surrounding area. Maybe a little bit west That being said, I do not carry the best of news, but the most recent report about that dragon, and I will say its name, it goes by the name of Vestapalk. It was known for living in the Cairngorm Peaks, and we're unsure as to why it ever made its way down south, so far down south actually, given that the dragon in the Witchlight Fens is quite territorial, but no one has actually seen it in some time. We don't know if it's slumbering, but it's not normal for other dragons to intrude on others' territory. But
Unless it had something it wanted badly.
Fair. That is fair. But like I was saying, our most recent report was after you saw it heading up north. Apparently the sight of it in the Witchlight Fens, it was last seen flying in the direction of Hammerfast, and that is not a good sign.
Wait, you think those dwarves can handle themselves?
Oh, I'm
You're
sure
insulting
of
my
it.
friend Silvervein there.
Reynolds, when was the last time you were in Hammerfast?
You. Auto character, how long has it been since Michael was in Hammerfast?
Probably about like a month or two.
Okay, then about a month or two.
Well, I don't know if you know it, but the trade road has been pretty closed off between the feud between the Raven Roost Bandits and the Wolf Runners. But
So you need us to bust up a blockade too?
that's not necessarily the case, but at a top
So-
level,
Don't worry about the blockade thing. Gotcha.
at a top level here, I myself personally know that something has been going down in Hammerfast over the last few weeks. And
Sort of thing.
let's just say that Hammerfast hasn't been so responsive as of recently. And whether this is a breakdown in communication or something is going on, we're unsure, but the only form of communication we know in regards to Hammerfast is there's something wrong with the mines. And that,
Not good.
given Festapalk's trajectory going to Hammerfast, and what Festapalk carries, does not bode well for any potential living peoples in Hammerfast.
Need to get a run out.
We've
Tried.
tried. We initially sent people through the fork up the Nentu River through Lake Nen, but our ships or whoever has been sent out has been non-responsive.
We heard about a beast up there around the fork. If we cleared it out, could we get a message? Try getting a message out.
It's possible. I think that can be done. But I will say we're on a time limit. But at the same time, Vestapalk has been seen staggering a lot in terms of his flight path. So we're not sure how long he could get, how long it will take for him to get there, but all we know is he came from the west of the Cloakwood, around the Ogre Fist Hills, near the Witchlight Fens as well.
Are
And
you
since
tracking him?
I've had reports, I have what's it called? An outpost tower on the outskirts of the Witchlight Fens, just south of the fork, the southern fork. And then I've had reports of people in the Restwell Keep seeing him come from the Ogre Fist Hills area. But
Gotcha.
the only consistent report is he's been staggered a lot. He seems to be recovering from his wounds from Morin, but he's making his way to Hammerfast. We just don't know how long it will take him to get there.
what you say this thing has is that bad, then I think getting a message through should be a big priority. I'd be remiss in my duty if I didn't try to get something, if I didn't try to warn the council.
That's fair. And
Reynolds, excuse me.
normally, Morin was our biggest form of communication, given that he was capable of casting the teleport spell and utilizing the teleportation circles. But with his passing, things have really broken down. We know that he has a connection at the Thunder Spire, but it's both out of my capabilities to really connect there. Albanin is basically our biggest connection, but given how he's out west, or set off west, probably with his own personal vendetta, we're very spread thin, basically, is what I'm saying.
Alright.
Regardless of what you do, or whatever path you take, as long as you end at Hammerfast, or at least stop Vestipol in his tracks, that's all that matters. But if there's one thing consistent, I will say, is Albanin holds a great deal of knowledge that Morin possessed, and was basically one of two people that were well informed in regards to what has been going on. But I will say, if you do encounter Vestipolk, try to keep contact to a minimum if you can. It's hard, I understand, but whatever he carries is unique and different from what Morin expected, at least.
Don't worry, I'm not super antsy to go up against a dragon, even if it wasn't sick as a dog.
Fair enough.
Try my best.
Regardless, do you have any other questions for me and this bombshell that I've dropped?
I do have one question. Were you elected, or are you a noble?
In the former mayor's will, I was passed, I was given.
So you're not really an elected mayor.
I am not, but I was given leadership until his son came to of age after he graduated school.
So it's a monarchy over here, I see. And do you have like a liege lord, or is this like?
I'm technically a lord while I hold this position, and the previous lord mayor was a lord as well.
Chiefs to anyone, like is there a king, or? I'm just curious about this land, you know.
I take it you don't know much of the Empire's. Well, let's just say it's complicated, and that let's just say we're on our own at the moment, and each
city-state. Very interesting.
At one point we are, but at this point, the Empire we were part of is no more, and this is something we try to keep on the down low and not incite panic within your average person. So I ask you, keep it to yourself.
Mom's the word.
This is something only the top level officials really know, and
us.
yes, it's an entire matter, but I do not hope for more war or conflict at this point.
Hey, Randall, do you know how to hit him hard enough so he can forget the last 5 minutes?
Maybe. Who am I hitting?
Grimback.
What?
I meant because he's always running his mouth about just random stuff, so I don't want him to talk about what we just talked about.
Right.
When have I ever run my mouth down last? You're like insulting me in front of the mayor. What are you, jealous of the friendship that me and the mayor have?
Yeah,
You
sure.
think I'm gonna get in the way between you and the mayor? Is that what's going on here?
No. Not in
you,
the
dude.
slightest.
On,
So you just want us to go to Hammerfest, yes?
The end goal is to, well, ultimately stop Vestapalk before reaching Hammerfast. And well, ultimately you need to track him down. Albanin and those out west might have more answers for you as to why he's been making his way to Hammerfast, but that's all I can tell you.
I mean, if we go west, wouldn't that make our trip longer to Hammerfest to warn them?
Yeah, we
Huh.
should go in like an arc to like kind of intercept them. Right?
Sort of. We just know that Vestapalk is heading towards Hammerfast, but we don't know why. We know Hammerfast has been non-responsive, and we know there has to be something to do with the mines, but we also don't know why. What's going on with them. So right now, my thought process is, if you follow his tracks, you can figure out why he's going there, while he continues to be injured and more staggered as the days progress. We just don't know how long he will take to get there. If you look at the Vale map, actually I'll just activate the map. I've
been looking at it this whole time,
yeah.
but I don't really know what you're kind of like. I'm trying to write down the notes for this, but
Sure. So he was last seen. Vestapalk was initially seen in this circled area to the left.
Vestapalk is the dragon, right?
Yes, the dragon. So he was last seen coming from this direction, though you saw him come from Winterhaven, or going to Winterhaven.
Yeah.
But after that, he was last seen exiting.
I'm here.
Yeah, and then the last actual report would have been yesterday, around this area right here, at the fort. That was his last seen area. But he was seen very staggered and taking repeated rests before flying again.
I mean, it's a full-grown dragon we're talking about still.
I think the best course would be to cut him off along the trade route. Then
That being said, the mayor doesn't know what Vestapalk has been dealt with or like infected with, what's afflicting him. And Albanin is the only person right now who is mostly available and most knowledgeable in terms of how to correctly dispatch a Vestapalk, aside from killing him, quote unquote killing him. And he was last night he basically set out towards the west Ogre Fist Hills, Witchlight Fens area. And that is basically the gist of it.
Alrighty, I guess we better head off now. It's been a few days. We're all well rested and well armed, I should say. And I'm pretty sure my ablated armor is ready.
Yes. Well,
I didn't mean to click that.
as I move you back to the Fallcrest map, the mayor will wish you luck and hope that you are quick enough to deal with this problem.
Can you make me a Duke, Mr. Mayor? Can you do that?
I don't think I have
Sir
the
Duke.
power to do that.
Well, you just told me that
I'm a lord.
you're on your own and you're a lord, and a lord can make somebody a noble, so unless I'm wrong about that. But I don't think I am I?
Let's just say it's a lot more complicated than you think.
You don't want a rat as a lord is what it sounds like.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
That's exactly what he's saying. Let's just leave.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
nobles are mostly a thing of the past.
So what are you?
I'm a lord only in name. I may hold power, but
You're more of like what do they call that when the Chinese emperor like has someone in charge?
oh shit, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember what it's called.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Alright. I got you.
But generally speaking, I can only give you a title if you own a large plot of land, so to speak.
Oh, well about that, Mr. Mayor.
You own
We
a
have-
small chunk.
A small chunk, guys. Back me up. That's like like a good few houses. A small chunk. That's like is like 10% of your town, Mr. Mayor.
10%? Are you lost? 10% is like maybe one of the farms.
No, let me take a look here.
You can literally look at the scale, by the way, underneath, just over here.
Yeah, you're right.
Like we have like
it's really
we have,
not that
like-
much.
It's like
Yeah, we
4%.
only have
Well,
like
a lot of
wait,
this is like
150 by
forest,
150 by
guys.
150.
A lot of this is like forest, you know. We probably own more land than anyone else in your town.
It's true. Technically, everyone who owns land here is on a lease. You guys are the exception.
Hey. Well,
We're
I'm not
also
gonna push it,
sharing.
but, you know, think about it since we're gonna go kill an infected dragon for you.
We also just, I mean, you're bringing up the wrong points. We already killed the dragon.
We did?
You killed a
What?
dragon, yes.
Killed a dragon.
That's right, we did. What about that, Mr. Mayor? That's gonna be worth something.
That's... Well, you definitely have made a name for yourselves. Nonetheless, time is of the essence. Go out and be free. Yes.
Be free. We have a mission to do.
Yeah. But I will say, before we end off the session, Teldorthan will have been waiting at your house. And so on and so forth. So to speak. And I'll say over the last few days that they were actually able to Actually, let me make crafting check real quick. But they probably should have expedited.
I should make a crafting check.
No, Teldorthan's going to be making crafting checks real quick. Okay. So, Teldorthan, basically over the last few days, they were able to really expedite the process and build your forge up. As well as he was able to complete all of your items you asked for. So, I will hand some of it out now, but I'll probably do it next session when we do that.
Are you
But-
just going to next session because we're like actually gonna leave the city?
Probably.
Oh, it's for like
I was gonna say we should hire people to protect our house.
I think, yeah, sure. I think that's...
Mr. Mayor, can you give us some house guards?
I'll have people
we've
watch.
already been robbed
I'll send
once,
some guards
so-
to watch your estate, sure.
That'd be nice. We do appreciate that, don't we, gang?
Sure do.
Well, until then, anything else before we end the session? And we will keep it all for next week.
Always keep it for next week.
All right, next week it is.
Next week.
But I will... Yeah, we'll figure it out next session. All right, that's that. Session 6. Chicka-chow.